Hey, it's Paul Wolf from howtoplaybassdotcom, and in today's lesson we're going to learn how to play the bass line to Let's Stick Together by Bryan Ferry. Now, this is quite a cool bass line based on a 12-bar blues kind of a format. What we're going to do is we're going to look through three choruses, look at the three choruses, three playthroughs, the 12-bar blues chord progression that makes up the song that the song's built on, and from those three blues progressions you'll have all the parts you need pretty much to play through the song, put authentic style lines in and get through the song in a live context. Before we go and look at the first chorus, if you're not a subscriber to my free monthly e-zine, click the link underneath the video, head over to my website, find the tab that says free bass lessons and go there, enter your name and email address. In return for doing that, you'll get access to a free monthly song tutorial which is in video and PDF format. That tutorial is exclusive to subscribers. Additionally, there's also a sequence of 4 or 5 song tutorials in video and PDF formats that again is exclusive to subscribers and is a thank you for entrusting me with your email address. So go and do that and then come back here and we'll go and look at the first chorus of Let's Stick Together. Now, before we look at these first three choruses or the first three playthroughs of Let's Stick Together, I'm just going to talk through some constituent parts because they reoccur throughout the song and it's just different combinations that you can put together to make the song together. Now, the first, as I said, it's basic 12-bar blues is the form. There are some subtle chordal variations, some sus chords happening and stuff, but essentially it's the 12-bar blues. So our root notes are A, D, and E. Now, the first 4 bars, the first couple of choruses, as you'll see, are formed by essentially playing just eighth notes in A. 2, 3, 4. And then there's a little riff that leads us to D there, which we'll come to when we do that. So, and if you listen, you'll notice those notes aren't played continuous, they're staccato notes. So you need to do a bit of making them staccato with your fretting hand. Okay, then it moves on to D and we get this riff that crops up throughout the tune come in. And notice the difference between playing full notes and staccato notes there. So the notes for that section are, there's 2 Ds at the 5th fret of the A string. I prefer to play those staccato. Then you've got F to F sharp, 3rd and 4th frets of the D string. Then you've got 2 Cs, 5th fret of the G string, and again I prefer to play those 2 notes staccato, and then back to F and F sharp at 3rd and 4th frets of the D string again. And that pattern put together, I'll play it with the metronome, 2, 3, 4. Is like that. And then the next 2 bars, where it goes back to A, we play the same pattern, but we play it in A. So note-wise, you've got 2 A's, 5th fret of the E string, C, C sharp, 3rd and 4th frets of the A string, 2 G's, which is the 5th fret of the D string, back to C and C sharp, 3rd and 4th frets of the A string. So I play the 4 bars, so 2 bars of D, 2 bars of A with that riff. 3, 4. Okay, that leads us to the turnaround, which is the last 4 bars of the progression. And a lot of the times what's being played is this. I'll do it with the metronome. 2, 3, 4. And you've got a nice little walk up there, which gets you back to the A. So what we're playing is playing 6 E's at the 7th fret of the A string that are staccato. Then we're playing another E, not staccato, and an F, counterintuitive note for the blues when you're in the E chord of an A blues. F's the 8th fret of the A string. Then you're back down to D. You've got 6 D's, 5th frets of the A string, F sharp, G, which are the 4th and 5th frets of the D string. Then we've got the riff, what I'm calling the riff pattern in A. So it's 2 A's, C, C sharp, 2 G's, C, C sharp, and then the last bar we're going to play G, E, 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 F sharp, G, G sharp. So, which is G's the 5th fret of the D string, open E, F sharp is the 2nd fret of the E string, G natural is the 3rd fret, G sharp's the 4th fret. So if you learn those parts in isolation, just work on them slowly. So that would be the riff in A, then the riff in D, and then this turnaround. Work on those parts in isolation. Then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the first 3 choruses of Let's Stick Together, which we can use to play along, incorporate most of these things, and there's a couple of minor variations that we'll pick up as we go through. So let's go and look at the first chorus. Okay, let's play the first chorus with the metronome, then we'll talk what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, first 4 bars, we're playing A staccato for 4 bars. Then on the 4th bar, you're going to play 4 staccato A's in 8th note. Then you're going to play C sharp, A, E, A, which is C sharp's the 4th fret of the A string, back to A at the 5th fret of the E string, E, 7th fret of the A string, back to E. And that takes you to the second 4 bars, which is just the riff in D and the riff in A. We've looked at these sections. And then the turnaround in this one is standard. Again, we looked at that in the first section of the lesson. So that would be how you'd put the first chorus together. Let's go ahead and look at how we put the second chorus together. Okay, the second chorus, very similar to the first chorus. The main difference, the main nuance, if you like, is when you're moving from the first A chord in the 4th bar to the D chord at the start of the 5th bar. There's a different run to get there. So let's go through the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third chorus. So you've got 4 bars of the A chord. The first 3 bars are just pulsing the root note, the A at the 5th fret of the E string, in 8th notes with that staccato feel again, rather than. And then on the last bar we've got this run, which is just A, B, A, C, A, C sharp, A. You could either use the open string or the 5th fret, as I did on the E string, B, C, and C sharp, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th frets of the A string. So, or with the open string. So it's a good transition pattern to learn when you're going from a root note that's a 4th away. So you're playing the same note on the string above, at the same location, but a string above. So if you're going from D to G, or if you're going from E to A, it's a pattern that works really well, because that sequence goes in the ear, but on the beats you've always got the root note, which is restating the harmony. So it's a really nice pattern to learn. And that's the main difference on the second chorus. It takes us to all the bits that we've done before. Everything else is pretty much as we learnt in the very first section. And then after we go to the third verse, where there's a change in the format, or the third chorus rather, third playthrough of the 12-bar chord progression. That's the next section. Let's go and look at that. Okay, the main difference on the third section, third time through the chord progression, is instead of pedaling on the root notes, on the A root notes, we're now going to play the riff through that 4-bar pattern. So I'll play through the entire 12 bars of this playthrough, this chorus rather. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and once you can play through these first 3 playthroughs of the progression, you've pretty much got most of the tools that you need, most of the little licks and lines you need to play through the entire song. For sure you can throw in some other variations. You could throw in some other variations of rhythm and notes when you're going at and basically those variations would probably go at the change point. So when you're going from A to D, and then you'd probably want to stick with that riff on the D. And again, the other change point that you could perhaps change would be on the when you're going from the E chord back to the A chord at the start of the pattern. If you have listened to the original, you'll pick up how you can get through the entire song, playing just the parts I've shown you. You should be able to pick up a way to do it. If you go and play this in a live context, the parts that I've shown you will enable you to play through the song in an authentic manner. Probably the important things to pick up are always playing the riff on the D chord and the turnaround. If you get those parts in at the salient points of the song, you can get away with putting in some other things at other parts of the song, because there's kind of like melodic sub-hooks. So I hope that helps you get through the song, and I'll catch you in the next tutorial.